Kia ora koutou. This is question 1b of the derived grade algebra exam for Billy. And if you guys want any of the other parts done, please just shoot me an email and I'll try and work through them. The work solutions for this are now up on Google Classroom, but sometimes it's easier to hear what I've done at each step. Okay, so we've got a couple of quadratics in here, and we have to be very confident with factorising them. So there's a video that I did 5 years back that will give you more practice than just this question here, and this is it here. So it's called Factorising Quadratics with Grouping, and it will go through a bunch of different examples. So if you watch this and you realise that you're not really confident with grouping yet, you really should go and do a ton of examples on it, because it comes up in every single exam, and it needs to be completely fluent. So what we've got here is a quadratic in the numerator, 12x squared minus x minus 6, and we've got a quadratic in the denominator. The first step is to factorise both of those, hope that we get a common factor, simplify a bit, and then do what boils down to Year 9 algebra to finish the problem off and solve the equation. So step 1 is to solve each of these quadratics. I'm going to start with the one in the numerator. So 3x squared minus 16x minus 12. Right, so I need two numbers that times to give me negative 36. Right, that's coming from this times this. This is A and this is C. Just turn off my ink to shape thing. Okay, A and C. And we need two numbers that add to give me negative 16. One way to think about this is that when we're thinking of pairs, we're going to think of just the positive numbers, right? So we might think of 36 and 1, and that's got a gap of 35, right? So what we're looking for here, because it's got that negative, is a gap between the two numbers of 16. And hopefully you'll see quickly that the next pair down of 2 and 18 is going to make this work if I put the negative with the 18. Right? So 2 plus negative 18 will give me negative 16. That means that I can break up this middle term as follows. So we've got 3x squared minus 16x minus 12 equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 18x minus 12. Now we're going to factorise this, and we're going to factorise this. And we're going to hope that we get a common factor. So factorising the first two, look at the numbers, no common factor there. Look at the x's. I've got x times 3x plus 2. And now when I look at this bit here, I've got minus 6 times 3x plus 2. And we can pull all of that together and get x minus 6 times 3x plus 2. So that's going to be the denominator done. Now we do the same thing for 12x squared minus x minus 6. I want two numbers that times together to give me negative 72, and I want them to have a gap of negative 1. So thinking about the factor pairs of 72, we should see quickly that 8 and 9 have got a gap of 1. So if I do 8 and 9 here and make the big one be negative so that they add to negative 1, then that's going to work. So that breaks up this term into 12x squared plus 8x minus 9x minus 6. Doesn't matter which order you do this in, by the way, obviously. And now we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to factorise these two, and we're going to factorise these two. We have 4x times 3x plus 2 minus 3 times 3x plus 2. Putting that all together gives me 4x minus 3 times 3x plus 2. So let's go back to the question, because now we're going to rewrite this with our factorised stuff. So we had 12x squared minus x minus 6 over 3x squared minus 16x minus 12 equals negative 2. We can write this now as 3x plus 2 times 4x minus 3 over 3x plus 2 times x minus 6 equals negative 2. We can divide through by 3x plus 2, leaving me with just 4x minus 3 over x minus 6 is equal to negative 2. I'm going to undo the fraction by multiplying both sides by x minus 6. That means that on the left-hand side, I'm left with 4x minus 3. And on the right-hand side, I have negative 2 times x minus 6. Next, I'm going to expand those out. So we're getting easier at each step, right? We're now back to what is just Year 9 relational level thinking. It's a linear equation where we have to expand the brackets out, and we've got x's on both sides. I'm going to get the x's to one side by adding 2x here. So I'll have 6x minus 3 equals 12. Finally, we add the 3 to both sides, and we get 6x equals 15. Silly laptop, right, 6x equals 15. Lastly, x is equal to 15 divided by 6, which is 2.5. So there you go. If you have questions on this step in here, where we're multiplying both sides by the x minus 6, then let me know. But hopefully that clears this problem up for most people in the class. Keep on sending in your email requests, and I will do my best to get them done today and tomorrow.